Okay, I believe we are live again. Let me make sure. And this time we are going to call the Bakersfield PD. All right. I'm going to give it a minute so Ra can get in. And while we're waiting on Ra, I'm going to, actually, I think Ra is a he. I'm not sure. Um, while we're waiting on Ra, I'm going to go ahead and pull this computer back up so that hopefully we can end up watching the video today. Or at least I can monitor my live if I can get this computer to come up. That's my next goal. That's the next thing I'm working on for the channel is I think I may be able to get this computer to work just a little bit longer, a little better if I just buy like a memory stick for it. Another because I only have 6 gigs of memory in here right now. I'm not sure what happened. I had 8, but what happened to someone apparently replaced my 4 gig with a 2 gig memory chip, one of them. So I'm down to 6 gigs. Uh, but I think if I solve that problem, it might work just a little bit better. Because this computer, even though it's old, it used to be lightning fast. Hey, Tammy. Oh, sorry to hear that. Welcome back, Ra. Getting it set up right now. About to call. We're going to start with the Bakersfield PD since the Bakersfield PD is the one who has most of. Oh boy, here we go. There we go. That's what I'm looking for right there. That's what I'm looking for. I don't need this. I can close that out. Y'all forgive me. I'm over here doing stuff. We're trying to move at lightning speed. Get into the channel. But everything is sounding right on you guys' end. You can hear me. No echoes or anything like that, right? Hold on a second, guys. All right, so here we go. We are about to call Bakersfield PD. I've got the list right here. We're going to start at the top and work our way down. So, Bakersfield PD, let's call y'all. well, so let's try that. Okay, it just went to a voicemail recording anyway, so this is what I've been getting every time I call. You just keep calling and it just keeps going to voicemail. Um, so, and I've left a callback number before too, but they never called me back. So this is what we're going to do because I want you to be able to hear both ends of the conversation. I am going to try to figure out how to get a mic connected with this computer. It does weird stuff. I told you guys the last time I plugged the headset into the computer, when you guys were like, "You sound so muffled," it was because I couldn't speak into the mic on the headset. I had to speak into the earphones, into the headphones as the mic. So I don't know how that happened, why it happened, but that's what I had to do. Um, so it's possible for me to speak on the computer, but it's going to be really muffled, and I want it to be a clear phone call. So I'm going to try to figure out how I can do this. I have another computer that I might be able to use. It's just an HP Steam, so I don't know if it'll handle it, but we can try it and see. Only nothing. My great grandma used to say, "Nothing beats a failure but a trier." So we're gonna try next time to hook that up on that laptop and see if we can get it to work good enough that we can make this phone call. I think it might work since I don't have to like install any software or anything on it. Um, but yeah, nothing can not, uh Something turned off your phone data and put your phone in airplane mode? Wow, that's odd. That's odd. I had the same thing happen on my computer the other day, though. I was wondering why my internet just suddenly dropped out, and for some reason my computer was in airplane mode. I have no idea why. Oh yeah, Tammy, how are you feeling today after what you had happen the other day? How are you feeling a bit better? And also, have you been able to make any progress with the police with that situation with your daughter? Have they, you remember you were telling us about them saying something like there's nothing they could do because it didn't happen in front of them? Sure, you're crazy. But it could be. It could be. I believe in aliens. I honestly do. I find it hard to believe that out of all the planets and stars and galaxies and everything that are supposed to be in the universe, I find it hard to believe that this is the only planet that has intelligent life. It's just not possible. The odds are totally against that. Um, guys, it's been real. Yeah, I call and it just rings through. The only live person I've ever been able to get when I call over there is I guess it's the desk sergeant, the person that like transfers you over to whatever department. Yeah, I find it really hard to believe. And then it just doesn't make to any sense. And then you have so many people telling stories of encounters and the stories are so consistently similar back for hundreds of years. I mean, you even had, I believe it was either Picasso or Da Vinci actually painted an alien in a UFO into one of his paintings. So I find it hard to believe that out of all this stuff, this is the only place that there just happened to be the right random circumstances to randomly create life that randomly evolved into intelligent beings who could shoot themselves into outer space. Then on top of that, when you get to thinking about most of the religious systems stories of their god or the creation of their god or the discovery of their god, the stories are so, especially in primitive religions, the stories have so much similarity, and and it usually involves the sky, something coming from the sky, a being coming from the sky. And so if you were some primitive civilization who barely knew how to use fire and an alien came out of the sky with this high-tech stuff, of course you would think they were some type of mystical being because they're flying around, floating around, probably teleporting here and there, and you're sitting there still trying to figure out how to rub two sticks together to get a spark. But yeah, I think it's quite possible. I'm not gonna get caught off in that rabbit hole because if then I'll have to put on my tinfoil hat and I just I love conspiracy theories though. Exactly. Exactly. And then if you really, really, really read a lot of the religious texts, there's so much in there that can be interpreted as, especially in Raw Creative, based on your name. I'm sure that you're very familiar with a lot of the Egyptian. Um, I don't want to call it mythology because I always feel like using the term mythology kind of disrespects people's religious beliefs, whether they're ancient or modern. But I'm sure you're very familiar with the religious beliefs of ancient Egypt and the different things that they taught, the different things that they represented in their drawings and all that stuff. I love my tinfoil hat. I will go down a comedics. That is the word that I was looking for. But I'm sure you're very familiar with it. I would love for you to do a video on it explaining or a series explaining the ancient Egyptian belief systems because you see in their drawings their drawings, their culture, their civilization, even the alignment of the three great pyramids line up with things in the sky perfectly. So there, I'm gonna get off of this because I'll talk all day. I'll talk all day. I love my tinfoil hat. I'll just say that. Right now, my oldest son, I've been messing with his head. He doesn't know if I believe the Earth is flat or round because I'm so into my conspiracy theories that I can argue it from either way. And so I say all these things to him, and so he doesn't know if I really believe the earth is round or if I really believe the earth is flat to this day. It's so hilarious to me. One day I'm gonna tell him what I really believe, but I'm having too much fun with that right now. Guys, we're getting away from the Bakersfield thing, and I don't want to kind of like get away from that. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live. I don't think I have a live planned for later tonight. I'm gonna go finish my nap and then thank you, Sherry, for posting that. Um, I'm gonna come back later and maybe we can just have a hangout or something. We'll do a little crime surfing, check out some headlines, see if we can find some dumb criminals. I really think I want to do like a dumb criminal of the month award or something like that after reading about the guy who got busted for robbing an ATM after rapping about robbing an ATM. And what was the other one that we read? The dumb criminal? Oh, the dumb criminal who got busted because he took selfies at the murder scene wearing one of the victim's glasses. Yeah. So I mean, there's nothing in the world better than dumb criminals. But I'll see you guys later tonight after I wake up. Maybe we'll just talk about random stuff like aliens and encounters and whatever. Maybe I'll do a panel, let Ra come up and talk to us about um ancient Egypt's comedics and how that possibly relates to uh evidence of alien creatures, extraterrestrial creatures. Because I've never really dug extremely deeply into um ancient Egypt, but from what I have read and the things that I have, kind of gone down the rabbit hole on, I think that there's some alien evidence to be discovered there. Would you like to come on panel, Rod? Tea with Grandma Sherry. You looking at me? Well, I'm kind of sad that we weren't able to get Bakersfield Police Department on the phone, but I am glad that we were able to. I mean, that's fine if that's what you want to do. I just want to do something a little different, just something kind of fun for the channel because, I mean, something different that's not so stressful as true crime. Because lately, these crimes have been the cases that we've been covering in the community have been so devastating. We've had more than one being found deceased. This, little Harry Condi. Then we've got Dylan Rounds and Aiden Collins missing under these weird circumstances. We've had kidnappings, we've had murders, we have Felicia Johnson and this horrible monster that she ran into. So I would like to do something um not true crime related, just to kind of give us all a break and get us, a woosah moment. Woosah. Skinwalkers. Skinwalkers are interesting. I really want to hear Bakersfield. I'm going to work it out to where we can get that call made to where you guys can hear sound on both ends because I don't want it to be a one sided conversation and you guys are having to figure out what they're saying based on what I'm saying or I'm repeating, relaying, or interpreting what they said. I want you to hear it for yourselves. And also, I just want that record. like there. That when I do that video and they're talking and everybody can hear them, everybody can hear them. So if this ever turns out to be something, then at least there'll be at least one video out there, with what they were saying before the whole thing, whatever, went down, blew up, whatever. Okay, I am Elizabeth. I'm gonna take my nap. Cryptids, I love cryptids too. I've been fascinated with the Loch Ness monster since I was a kid. I want to go over there. I want to go to Loch Ness like right now. Okay, guys, it's been so great. I can honestly say that today has really lifted me up. Just made me feel good being here with you guys talking. Woosah. And I will talk to you guys later.